At this step in the project, you no longer need your zipper foot because you've already sewn your zipper on. So you need to get your regular zipper back out, release the foot holder, the black button in the back, drop your zipper foot. This needs to get turned into me. If you don't turn this back into me, it's $6. Okay, I've marked everybody that I've given a zipper foot to. Get your regular zipper foot back out, or regular presser foot back out, and reattach it. Lift your presser foot back. Make sure your threads are underneath. Okay? So, we've pinned this. I actually switched the way I pinned it to be across like this. And it's still, for my liking, is too far. It's too far apart. Okay, you want it to get it as close as possible, which is going to throw off all the rest of my pins. Okay? So you want it to be as close as possible because when you're zipping, you don't want it to bunch up. Okay, and I think for the sake of this, I'm not going to try and repin this. I already know that it's centered and it's really thick. You're going to go back to a 5/8 seam allowance. Okay, so you're going to sew on the top, the flattened pouch, never sew over the metal zipper. Match up the edge of the presser foot with the 5/8 line. I take my first pin out. I'm gonna go forward, make sure I back stitch. Okay, you're gonna feel some tugging while you're stitching, and that's fine. It's just because you're getting ready to go sew over this really thick patch. So your fabric's wanting to move. And you're gonna feel, it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. Let's see. To stitch over it. But once you get over it, you can go continue regular speed. I won't really slow over that bump. You don't want to bust your needle. Okay, when you get to the end, you're gonna back stitch. Okay, just like that. Move my sheet out of the way. So I got this side done. Okay, now, do you notice there's a reason why we left this open? Because now this is closed all the way and you can't access anything if your zipper was all the way closed. You're gonna do the same thing with your other tab, wherever mine may be. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Grab your other tab, find what side you like the best. Because my tension was off, I'm gonna actually make that the inside so I can't see it. Fold this in half, raw edge to raw edge, which means it's gonna go inside between your two exterior fabrics and with your zipper. Okay, get it as even as you possibly can. Okay. You're gonna go ahead and pin. Okay, so you might lose a couple pins during this because the fabric is getting pretty thick. The duck cloth fabric is pretty sturdy. Again, make sure this is pretty even where you want it. I'm gonna use a bent pin, maybe. If you can't pin it, really you should pin it, but if you can't, pin close to it so it stays in place. Okay. Find your 5/8 line on your machine. Pull it under. Take out your first pin. Make sure you backstitch. Follow your 5/8 all the way down. Just gonna triple check that this is where I want that tab to be, because I'm coming up to it. Okay, so I'm coming up to the tab. Again, remember on the other side we went really slow. I changed my speed control so that I can't fly over this, because I don't want to break a needle. And I know you don't want to break a needle either. Okay, now I'm over it, so I'm actually gonna put mine back to medium. Following the 5/8, when we get to the very end, make sure you backstitch. Okay, now both your sides are complete. Trim your make sure you trim your threads, which you can't see me doing, but well, you might be able to see me do. But you want to trim them on both sides, all the way around. This is an important step. You don't want random threads in the middle of your makeup bag or in the middle of your zipper pouch. So can be used as a makeup bag if you would like it to be. Okay. Again, you didn't sew over your metal zipper, which is key on this, and you've turned your zipper foot in. Okay. Now, you're going to leave it right side out. Don't flip it, because I know some of you are going to want to flip it and look what it looks like. This next part, you're going to actually be cutting the squares, so I'm going to make a separate video for that. Make sure you answer the questions on Google Classroom.